Well, there you have it. We are, of course, out at the Cradle of Humankind, and today is a historical one for South Africa. We get to witness this Netball World Cup trophy. Now, they always say that a source of knowledge is those that have walked the path before all of us. And when you talk about netball in South Africa, there's no better person to go to than former Proteas player in Erin Burger. She has done it all when it comes to netball in South Africa. Alongside her is the up-and-coming Kamogelo, Maseko. But Erin, I want to start with you. So, I mean, we look at your career in netball and over 125 caps for the South African national team, one of the most capped players. You've seen this journey. You've seen this team transition. What do you make of where this team is now?
I'm excited to see what they can bring. Obviously, it's a journey, and I want to say there was a few hiccups, and I think it's going to go better now. So I'm looking forward to see what they can actually bring, especially in front of a home crowd. I think that's something that everyone wants to see, and every girl dream of. So I'm looking forward to see what South Africa can present.
We are certainly looking forward to that. And we look at Kamogelo, Maseko. When I'm standing next to these two ladies, I feel like you guys are towers next to me because I am absolutely very short compared to you. But Kamu, we look at this journey that you've had as a netball player. And I mean, this is the stuff that dreams are made of. And unfortunately for you, this dream didn't come true this time around. But what is it that keeps you going and keeps you fighting? Because we've seen your resilience. We've seen that spark that you bring onto the courts.
To be honest, just being part of the journey was already a fulfilled goal for me. I mean, being part of the contracted players was already an achievement for me, and it even made it better to be part of the World Cup squad. So honestly, I came out of that camp content because I knew that I worked hard, and at the end of the day, the coaches selected the best team. So honestly, I believe in the girls, and I believe that the right team was selected. So yeah, just now we just rooting for our girls and wishing them the best of luck.
We are indeed rooting for our girls and wishing them the best of luck. But Erin, when you and I were speaking off air, you spoke about how you've seen this team come around and just change. Talk us through some of your experiences when you started playing, the results, particularly where you started and where you were eventually.
Okay, so way back when I started, we used to lose against a team like England with about 30 goals. And now we're actually in a position where we beat England, and it's not someone that we're scared of. So yeah, I think Norma Plummer has a big role to play in that, in the belief she brings to the team. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to see what they bring. She changed a lot of what just the 1%ers that makes such a big difference. So I think we'll be competitive, and I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Kamu, as a girl, as someone who actually puts the ball into the net, you'll be happy to know that it's no longer those 30-goal margins when we face a country such as England.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I see the growth. I saw the growth. Looking back, I was a young girl in high school, and I saw the 30-goal margin. But coming into the setup where the margin was lowered and we eventually won them, for me, it's honestly saying that our country is going somewhere and that there's improvement and growth. So, yeah, it just gives us hope to know that there are systems in place that are actually put in place to grow us as a netball team. Yeah.
And we look at today and basically this Netball World Cup trophy being here. What does this mean, this moment, Erin, for the girls? Because you've played in the Netball World Cup before, and I mean, we were talking about Liverpool and how the team did so well and came so close. But just having this trophy here, what does it mean to this generation of players, and how does it inspire the future generations?
I think like the reality is actually they're realizing it's happening now, and I think everyone dreams about a World Cup, but to have a World Cup in your own country and to see the trophy and to see that dream like so close is really exciting, and I think everyone's inspired by it. So I think even girls that's not part of that team feels like it's getting real now, and you kind of want to be part of that. I think playing in front of a home crowd is so great because usually you travel and you don't have your family, your support system, anyone there, like maybe one person can support you, but there's not enough money to take everyone to Liverpool. So now you're in South Africa. I love our country. I think most people feel the same, especially if you're playing for the Proteas. So now you have that home ground advantage. Your parent, your mom, your gran, everyone can be there supporting you. People that loves you, that wants you to do well. So I think that's just going to play such a big role. So yeah, I think the trophy being here makes it a reality. We're realizing it's happening, it's soon, it's getting closer, and we're all getting excited because of it.
And I mean, you called it a day in terms of your career as a netball player. Do you wish you were still part of this netball structure now, it being here in South Africa on African soil for the first time? Are you thinking, Erin, maybe it was a bit too early? Or are you happy with the decision that you made? And talk us through that, because you had to make a very tough call at some point to say, am I going to continue playing, or am I now going to move into another part of netball?
I have to be honest, the thought crossed my mind. I think playing a World Cup in front of a home crowd would be something amazing. So the thought definitely crossed my mind. But I was very sure when I made the decision to stop playing. I was at a crossroads. Should I continue my work in coaching and actually giving back what I've learned? And I felt that 2019 we really had a good run. We lost the semi-finals with 2 goals. And I wanted to share what changed. So when I started, obviously it was a 30-goal margin, and we almost won that game. We should have. But I wanted so bad. But just to give that back, like to share what changed and what we did differently. Like there's small things that made such a big difference, and that's part of what I want to share, because I was lucky enough to live it. So I want to get that message out and share it with other kids and other players, other coaches, and help them so that they can also experience that change.
Kamo, Erin speaks about the change, and for you, I mean, you've played for this Proteas team under coach Doret. But let's speak about perhaps when you look at the squad that is going to be performing in this World Cup, and you look at who will be competing against in terms of the group, what do you make of that as Erin speaks about what's changed for this team?
I mean, obviously our country we are a diverse nation full of different personalities, and that was the same with our team. There was so much diversity, but one thing we learned, especially for the past 2 years, is we learned to be a unit, and we grew so much closer because we had common goals as a team. So I just feel like that will make so many things easier, because we all want to achieve the same goal, and we all want to end up on the medal podium. So I think that's just going to make our journey so much easier, knowing that we are all on the same page and we working towards the same goal. So honestly, there's been a huge difference in a sense that we trust each other, we work for each other. So you literally just push yourself because your teammate is also pushing themselves. So it's different now because we're playing for each other, and we know that the game is greater than us.
The game is greater than us, and as you can see, of course, you don't have to ask which team she plays for in the TNL. She came through marketing all the way for the Jaguars. Basically, that's how we wrap it up for now here at the Cradle of Humankind, with myself joined, of course, by former Proteas player in Erin Burger and a Jaguars player, of course, in Kamogelo or Maseko. That's how we wrap it up for now.